Wejibwemojig. Today I want to teach you about personal prefixes ni, ge, and o. And there's different forms of ni, nim, nin, nindu, and different forms of ge, and different forms of o. And we're going to use them in different situations when we stick them onto consonants, the letter B, D, J, G, Z, or on vowels like the letter O. It's a different one for, just about a different one for all forms of ni. And these are all on the chart, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Wejibwe Universe. And we're going to use VTIs today because VTIs have a subject and an inanimate object. We're going to talk about it, about things, doing something to things. So let's get this back down to page 2. Personal prefixes. Woo! There they go, right there. All right. Now, so on that same chart, we scroll down to page 10, and it brings us to VTI 2s that end in O, N, I, N, E, and VTI 1s that end in the letter A, N. And there's a rule that says for the root word AN, we're going to switch it to two A's, AAN, on these ones in this row, the positive independents. On the positive independents, not the negatives, they'll stay short. And these stay short, and these stay short, AN. But in this column, they all switch to two A's on the root word. All right, let's start at it. So I want to say I like it. Root word is like it. I want to say I like it. I go to the chart. The chart says for I is me, first person perspective, singular, me. 2 is you, 3 is him or her. Me, singular, I like it. I'm just going to use ni. If I want to put ni in the front. If I want to say I like them, things, I have to add an on the back for them. But I just want to say I like it, so I'll just use ni. And what kind of ni do I use on the letter M? Well, there it is. Down here it says for, if I'm sticking ni, affixing it straight to the letter M, just use regular old ni. So I will. And then this says switch AN to two AAs to AAN. So I'll do that. I like it. All done. Next word. Don't forget to switch to two A's. I did that. Are you thinking about it? You to it. You singular to it. This is you to it. If I wanted to say you to them, I'd add AN at the back, but I'm just saying it. So I'll just use ge. But what kind of ge do I stick on it? Letter N. Letter N. Oh, just plain old ge. As a matter of fact, ge goes on all of the consonants. But gid and gidu go on the vowels. So this is cool right there. I already switched that to two A's. Ina, are you thinking about it? She is throwing it away. I gotta go to she. It says put O in the front. What am I sticking it on? A W. O goes on all consonants. The reason why this is like this, and you got to learn those, because the charts, there's not enough room to write it every time. I got 20 pages with ne, ge, and o. And if I stuck all of these on there, it'd be too much. So when you look on the chart and you see O, got to remember there's different types of O. Which one do we use? We got to go to this page 2 of the chart, personal prefixes, and find which one that we're going to use with the W. And it just says stick a O in there. So that's what I did. And we got to remember to switch that to two A's. Letter B, I am bringing it. I am bringing, oh. We're switching to O-O-N, not VTIs that end in O-O-N. So we got to switch down to, there we go, end in O-O-N-I-N-E-N, VTI 2s. What's the sentence? I am bringing it. It says ne. And it says for B, we got to use nim. So I'll do that. Nim be doing. If I wanted to say I am bringing them, I'd add an extra an on the back. That means I'm bringing them, but it says I am bringing it. So I'll take them guys off of there. I want to bring it. I will want to, a kind of a soft future is we. I intend to, I'm gonna, need to. We're not putting ne on the B anymore. We're putting ne on a W. Here's the W. It says use regular nin. Ne, so I will. P changes because the tense marker we or gi. Now I'm going to put ne on a G. No longer on the B. It's not on the B. It's being connected to a G. So on the G it says for ne, use nin. Notice these. These are all optional. These ne. Letter N is optional on those ones. I could just say, and that's what I'll do. I'll just put in. I won't use that N. Inka be doing. I shall without a doubt. Strong future. What if I want to say they are bringing them? Now we're getting fancy here. Okay. They. They is she or he plural. They. Third person plural. They. So they put O in the front and awa in the back. They are bringing it, but we want to say bringing them, so we pluralize the object. Plural subject, plural object. They are bringing them. Or they're gonna bring them, put a tense marker. So we put awa, they're gonna bring it, they're gonna bring them. The O is going on a G, it's not going on a B. Just says use regular O. Okay, so I will. Oga be doing. Oh, they're going to bring not just it. Let me go back. Oga be doing. He shall bring it. But we want to say they, not he. They are bringing it. But we want to get fancier further. They are bringing them. Pluralize the object. They are bringing them. Okay, next. I believe it. Ne on the letter D. We're going back to VTI 1s and an AN. Stretch it out to two A's here. It says I believe it. I is ne. Believe. D, letter D. It says use nin. Nin de boy yin dan. I could just take that off and put in de boy yin dan. I believe it. You believe it. You singular believe it, not plural. You believe it, one thing. It's for GI on the letter D. Just use G. Switch this to two A's. I already did it. I already did these ones, two A's. She burnt it. Past tense, so I could use a tense marker, or I don't really need to. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put O on a J. Ojag is, the root word was jagazun, but we gotta switch to two A's. She burnt it. You can put a tense marker in there too if you want. But then J changes to a CH that's in a E. Now I want to say he doesn't want to burn it. So we go back to this chart. He, singular, doesn't want to burn it. We got to go to the negatives. Does not want to burn it. There's O in the front, Z in the back. It. We're not going to use them. We're going to just say it. So all we need is O and Z. So I put O in the front and Z in the back. Now O is going to stick on a W. O on a W. is just leave it the way it is. And we've seen that with that tenspark or weird Wejibwemojig is Zanzi. We're not going to switch this to 2 A's because it's a negative. He doesn't want to burn it. I know it. I ne singular. I know it. Use nin. Ningikendan. Do you know it? G. G. You to it. Not them, just it. So just use this part. Whoop, just that part, just G. Gikendan and oziganan. Now we're going to use vowels. Or cut the vowels A or I. I value it. On a vowel A, use nind. Nind up betain. Don't forget to switch that to A's. Nind up betain on. I value it highly. You are using it. You singular. We're not going to put an on the back because we're just saying it. Wejibwemojig. You are using it. If whoop. If I wanted to, I could put an, I value them, but I'm just saying I value it. Wejibwemojig. You are using it. I could say you are using them, but we're saying you are using it. One thing. Done. She's pointing to it. O on the letter I. She to it. Ends in an. Switch it to 2 A's. She to it. It says use O on an I. I. O D. O dijnu on. She's pointing to it. I am making it. I, singular, am making it use ne on the letter O. It says use nindu. Nindo. Nindo. Now we got 2 O's in a row. So I connected a O to an O. Nindujitun. I'm making it. Period. And it says you are making it. Gid. Use 2 O's. It says for O, use giddo. Gidujitun. And odujitun. Alrighty. Let's go down here. Alright. You value it. You to it. Ge. And what kind of ge goes on an A? Gid. Gid up betain. Don't forget to switch to 2 A's. You value it. Now, if you want to say you value them, you value them, and got to add a n at the on the end to make it them. Don't forget to stretch it out to 2 on the positives. You value them. Get the pitain down. You all. Now it's getting a little more fancier. We got to move down to you all. You all is 2 plural. You is 2 plural. You all. Get in the front, awa in the back. And putting on an A, so just use the D. Up betain switches to 2 A's in the root word. Awa means you guys. Now notice there's no letter N on the back. So you all value it one thing. But if you want to say you all value them, you all value it, you all value them, put an N on the back. Okay. And don't forget to switch the root word to 2 A's on VTAs. VTA 1s. Get the pitain dan na one. You all value them. Well, that's all I got for today. I hope I made it in time.